Hey everybody, it's Georgia Rose from Zencuda. So today I wanted to talk about the first time I ever had Reiki. And this is going back a really long time ago. I think probably like 2011. Um, I had a couple of friends who were Reiki practitioners. They owned a metaphysical store and they were extremely connected. They'd been on the journey for years and years and years. They were like mentors to me. And I really loved them and they became such good friends, almost like family. So I decided to get Reiki. I was pretty new on my spiritual journey. I'd maybe been on the journey about a year. My psychic ability was just starting to really come in full force. I was allowing that. And I was going through a lot of trauma in my life and separation and loss, and I wanted to try and heal that. So I went for a Reiki session. It was a beautiful Sunday morning. They had closed their store and in order to do the Reiki for me, and we were the only ones there, two practitioners and myself. And I really didn't know what to expect. I wasn't nervous because I completely trusted these people. So it was really cool. So I went with the intention of healing and openness. As I said, I was just on my journey of really connecting with other realms and seeing things above the five senses and understanding and having that wisdom that oftentimes comes when we're on the spiritual journey and finding our soul space. So the session began and I immediately felt a very deep relaxation. And then things started to happen during the session. And that's very true of Reiki. I'm a master teacher of Reiki now, and many times during a session, you'll get psychic opening, you'll get psychic ability for yourself, and also sometimes the person on the table or receiving Reiki will have an opening of some other wisdom or an opening of, another realm. Maybe they'll see colors or an angelic being or in their mind's eye, because it's very healing. And those guides and those energies come through in order to help us heal trauma and heal things in our life. So that happened to me. And it was one of the first times, other than maybe a meditation, when like a thought or a consciousness or a cognitive thing would happen. So I'm on the table, and the first thing when I started to get very deeply relaxed and feel very deeply, almost like a floating sensation, beautiful, not nerving, not uneasy, but just beautiful, almost like I was just falling into the wings of angels. And the first thing that started to happen was, for some strange reason, a bear kind of came through my mind's eye, and I saw this bear. And now I'm a very verbal person, as you guys know, I'm talky. And so I didn't realize that, most of the time a person is very quiet in a very deep, state of relaxation during Reiki. I was talking. And so because I was so familiar with these practitioners and they were so really connected to me, we were on this beautiful journey together. I actually said during the Reiki session, the first thing I said was, I'm seeing a bear. And like, it was a strange thing to say in this environment. And then the practitioner who was working on my head at the time said, well, bear is my guide. I'm working with a bear. So that was, one of the first things that happened during Reiki when I really had this psychic connection. And then the second thing happened during the session. There were many things that happened, many energies. I saw colors. I saw beautiful beings, sensations, angelic mostly. I was working in the angelic realms that time in my life. And very profound feeling of just complete unconditional love. And then at one point during the session, I felt, I was laying on a Reiki table, a massage table, and I felt the Blessed Mother's energy come in. And I just knew it was Mother Mary. And I actually spoke it and said, the Blessed Mother is here. And the woman who was towards my right and working on me energetically said, yes, I actually just called her in a few moments ago. And we just had this really profound experience. And of course, I began to, tears silently fall down my face, just feeling this unconditional love in this beautiful space I never felt before. I was more loved, more safe than I'd ever been in my life. And Spirit was coming through with my guides and angelic energies and Mother Mary to really surround me and show me, my path to simplicity, my path to soul, my path to real true love and abundance in my life. And it was an absolutely life-changing experience. It was the first time I really had Reiki. And then I went on to become a Reiki practitioner and had so many experiences I could talk about. But that's actually how I got my name, Georgia Rose. Georgia is my legally given name, my energetic name in this world. And then the person who had given me Reiki used to write a column for the local paper, and she wrote a column about this experience. It was a spiritual column, and she wrote a column about it, and she didn't want to use my name, so she called me Rose. And people in the spiritual community heard the story from us, and they started calling me Georgia Rose. So that's how I got my name. It was completely divinely guided, and it was a name that was given to me in a completely sacred space. And that's why I use that name in my spiritual work. It's also the name of my grandmother, was Rose. And the Reiki practitioner did not know that when she named me that. And my grandmother at that time was coming to me often in meditation and spirit. And so it all just fit. And so if you're on the journey, spiritual wisdom and sessions with spiritual wisdom is great. Readings are awesome. Astrology, tarot, healing, any kind of energy that's going to bring you into that beautiful space of your soul. But I will say Reiki was one of the first things that opened me. I had an amazing Reiki teacher who's no longer with us, Catherine Barley. She just was the first person to ever actually reach into my soul and share that experience with me. And it was very, very profound and put me on a path of acceptance and belief in myself that I think without the energy of Reiki, I never would have had. So today I just wanted to share that experience of my first Reiki session. And since then, administering Reiki to so many people, I do a monthly volunteer service for my breast cancer group that locally, the coalition that I volunteer with, and I am on the board there, and I do a monthly free Reiki session there. So if you're ever wanting to do that and you live on Long Island, please reach out to me. And the amount of profound healing that I've seen happen with the ladies, both physically and also on a spiritual level, has been the most rewarding thing in my life. And so I really encourage all of you to seek out a really great Reiki practitioner. If you're looking for that and you want some guidance and you want to reach out to me, that's fine. You can PM me here. And I still do Reiki, but only on very rare times because I just feel the energy is so sacred to me. I don't offer Reiki out to the general public except in my volunteerism. But, reach out to me and, if you need a session or something, I can certainly point you in the right direction, or if it feels right to me, administer to you. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the soul space and on these videos. And please subscribe to my channel, Zencuda, on YouTube.